Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we're going to solve another cool question, which is rotate list. So basically, this question is super. Okay. So what the question is saying, like we have given a head of a linked list, and we have to rotate the list of the right by k place. Okay. So let's say we are given a head of the list, something like this is our head, and this is the list. And let's say we have to rotate two times. We have to rotate two times. So what will happen? The first time the 5 will come over here, and the second time the 4 will come over here. Okay. So it will go something like this in the first time, and the second time it will go like this. So now in the second time the 5 come over here. Okay, so let me just take it to the whiteboard, and I will explain you over there like how we're gonna solve this question. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let me stick it over here. Okay, here we go. All right, so to solve this question, first of all, what I will do, I will calculate its length. Why? I will just tell you later on. So my first job is to calculate its length, and I will use let's say current pointer to calculate its length, which will go with it. So my current will help it to like not reach the null. Once I reach the null, I will simply stop it calculating the length. Okay, so what will happen? I will go one by one. Once my length reach over here, my current pointer reach over here. So what I will do, I have its length. So its length is 5. Its length is 5. And what will happen? My current is at null. So what I will do, I will say to my this current node, okay, do one thing, go to its header, start pointing to its head. Okay, so we make a circular list. So what we do, we just make a circular list. So now you will ask like what it will help. It will help, just look at the code, guys. Just look at the code, or like just look at the solution, what I'm doing. Just think it. Okay, so guys, I have its length now in my hand. So what I will do, by doing this, I know what's the k. Let's say my k in that previous example is 2. So what I will do, I will subtract it from my length. So my length will be length minus k. It will give me 5 minus 2, which will give us 3. So what does this thing mean? It means I have to traverse still only over here. After doing this, what I will do, I will break this connection. I will break my connection over here. So this one will point to the null. So I will break it. Now things are making some sense. If still no, don't worry. Okay, so what it mean, like by 2, like this is my k, this is my k, and this is my length minus k. This is my length minus k. All right, guys. Okay, so how it's happening, it's helping me over here is, now my 3 is pointing to my null, which I want in the actual answer. If you look at over in the actual answer, my 3 has to point to the null. That's what I'm doing over here. So we just we just get one thing over here. And the second thing is, you will say like your 4 has to become a new head. Okay, so what I will do, automatically, like once I break the connection from over here, this one become my new head, and my 5 is pointing to the 1. So what I'm getting from over here, my 4 is my new head. 4 is my new head. It's pointing to my 5. My 5 is pointing to my 1. 1 is pointing to 2. 2 is pointing to 3, and 3 is pointing to null. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what we are getting. That's what the answer we want. Okay, so you will now ask, all right, so we just get a little bit. Okay, can you explain can you explain some test cases? Okay, so let me just erase everything from over here. Okay, so let me just erase everything from over here. Let's say our test case something like let me just draw it similarly. I will draw it, and I will give you 2 test cases. Okay, so right, so one test case, let's say our length is something like 22. So 22 means that we don't have to rotate it 22 times. We don't have to rotate it 22 times. Why? Because look at over here. If I know its length is 5. Its length is 5. What can I do? I will just simply divide it by 5. So by dividing by 5, what I get? 5 4 20. Okay, I get 2. So it means 20 times it will come the same. 20 times it will come the same. So I have to rotate it only 2 times. I have to rotate only 2 times. This is the one test case. What can be the another test case? The another test case could be like if the length is, let's say, 1000 as well. So it does not matter. Like I have to rotate just of the like 1000 times it will come the same, but 1002 times means like I have to rotate only 2 times. So that's what the condition we have to deal with over here. Now things are making some sense. If still not, don't worry. We are moving to our solution over here. Let me just scroll it up, and you will definitely understand. Okay, guys. So what I will do, first of all, I will create one base condition. So my base condition will say if my head is at null. Okay, if my head is at null, or my head dot next is null. So what it means, like if my head does not have any value, or if it has only one value, then what should I rotate? Is the same thing. Or my k is 0. If my k is 0, then what it means, like just simply return the head, whatever the head you have, because you don't have to rotate it. I will simply return my head over here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope so this thing is very clear. Okay, so now what I will do, I will create my current over here. So my current will help me to detect like where the null pointer we will reach. Okay, so list node current is initially at my head, as I told you over there. Okay, and what I have, let me create my length over here. My initially my length is 1. I will call it L. My L is my length. Okay, let me just comment it out. So if you are in sleeping mode, so you will get understand. Okay, all ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Okay, now what I will do, I will just simply run a while loop till my current dot next not equals to null. Okay, so like once I reach my 5, it means like my next value is null, so I will not go over there. Okay, and in this one, what my job is? My job is to increment my length and update my current. My current will be current dot next. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope so this thing is very clear. Okay, please make it a little bit side over here. Okay, here we go. So okay, so now what I will do, I have to over there we just calculate the length. In this code we just calculate the length. Now what our job is, our job is to point our nodes. Okay, point our nodes. So what will happen, my current dot next, my let's say in this one my 5 will start pointing back to the 1. So what I'm just this one going over here, my current dot next will point to the head. Okay, it will not point to the null. So we just make a circular list over here. Right, what else I have to go with the bigger test case. Let's say like we are given something 20 50, so we have to deal with them as well. So I just did k equals to k modulus, and I have to calculate this length as well. So k minus length, or length minus k equals to length minus k. Right, so I hope, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is very clear. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to update my current as well according to this one, because like we have to break our 3 from pointing to 4, because my 3 will point to the null after this. So what I will do, I have to decrement my k value every time. Okay, every time. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will simply say my current is my current dot next. So now what I have to do, I have to break my current. I just told you I have to break my current, and it's my that value, my 3 value will point to my null, and my 4 will become my new head. So what I will do, I will just simply say my current dot next will be null. Before that, let me just make it my head will be my current dot next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope the code is very clear. So like what we have to go over here, and finally return my head over here. Just all the code is. Let me just give a run here. Let's see any compilation error do we face over here, and any mistake just we did it over here. Let's just see, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So it's accepting very well. Okay, so now you will ask what the time complexity and the space complexity we are dealing with. Let me just submit it to see all the test cases are passing or not. Then I will tell you my time and space complexity. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's accepting 100%. So the time complexity in this one, we are dealing with big of n plus n modulus k. Okay, because we are not traversing k times. We just sort that thing. How we sort this thing? We just sort it by n modulus k. What if we traverse k times? If you use the native approach, if you don't go with the optimal, then your time complexity will become k into n. But we just sort it out, because we are just calculating by n modulus k. By help of this, what our time complexity will become, our time will become big of n. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's why I told you to think a little bit more like in the easy way, and in the good approach. Okay, so in the starting phase, I just go with a k into n as well, but practicing and making it a little bit good, so it's very okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so what else I can do? I have to tell you my space complexity. My space complexity in this one, we are dealing with big of 1. Why big of 1? Because we are not dealing and using any extra space over here. If you see, we are not dealing with any extra space and any extra memory. So that's all the code is, ladies and gentlemen. I hope so the code is very clear. It's a very easy question. So and I have attached this question to my list as well. So if you look at over here, it's already over there in my list. So just check it out. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. If you still have any, I will suggest you to just do let me know in the comment section, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I love you guys. Believe me, I love you. Take care, bye bye.